Hi, look at this gilded crepe paper. Imagine all the edges of your poinsettias and your Christmas roses, or your daffodils and your spring blooms, your poppies, all of that now with that metal leaf. How beautiful is that? I love that technique. Right, welcome back to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. My name's Mel. I'm going to be your host for this hour, so I'm going to take you down the counter. I've got some brilliant deals on Fleurs dyes. I brought you this, I think it was last week, I think it was the week before, and we don't have a lot left, so if you want it, you need to be grabbing it. Well, we've got it. We've got our lovely Katie on cameras this hour, and she is. We've got Amber in the driving seat.
Hello.
There we go. And we've got Corinne in the corner, yep, ready to demonstrate for you as well. So we're going to have a lovely, lovely hour. Right, things I need to tell you. Where's my sheet gone? Can you nip next door and get my sheet? It's behind.
It fell. No, it was upright.
Can I just say?
The wind of you knocked it over. I don't mean wind that way. Okay, shut up.
Yeah, give me the shovel and step away from that hole that you're building. Right. Now then, we've got an event going on tonight. Well, it's already started really, because you've all been shopping ahead, which is fabulous, because then you don't miss out on what you want. But we are doing an event tonight between 6 and 7:30, so 3 half-hour shows back to back. David and I have got 30 products in 30 minutes. That'll be hilarious. We've got 2 Red Robins, Flower of the Month, and we've got brand new mini downloads for you as well, which is exciting. However, we also have something else running that started at midnight, just gone, till midnight on Saturday. Katie, you're making me really nervous now. Because she's doing her own job going, is that right? Is that right? Should that be with that? And I'm like, please tell me that this counter's correct. Yeah. I know, but Katie, when you're doing it, it makes me like go, ah! I'm like, what's wrong? Right, we've got another thing that started at midnight, all right? So midnight, whenever, midnight just gone, I can never work that bit out. If you are a club member and you purchase anything from us between midnight just gone and midnight on Saturday, all you will get as standard your extra discount, your loyalty points, and on a basket spend over £35 after discounts, free postage. However, on top of that, we're going to take all the orders that you place between midnight just gone and midnight on Saturday. We're going to add them all up, and then you will be given extra points depending on how much that adds up to. So if it's £50 or over, you'll get another 500 points worth £5, right? So you'll get another 10%. If you spend £100, you're going to get 1,500 points, which equates to £15. If you spend over £200, you'll get 3,000 points, which is £30 back. And if you spend over £300 or over, 5,000 points. I know, you're welcome. Happy birthday. Good, right? And it's to celebrate on Saturday. Our club is 3 years old. And we love our club, don't we? Because you can go shopping in other places, and then you come back to us and you go, yeah, but I get my discount, get my points, and that, when there's more month left than money in February, you're still going to be able to treat yourself to something exciting, aren't you? Which is great. I love that. I think this is absolutely brilliant. Everyone was like, we did it at Christmas. I was like, I wasn't here at Christmas. So this is the first time I get to do it. I love that. Just as an extra thank you to you from us for being part of our club. How cool is that? Right, let me tell you a little bit about live shopping and how it works. So if you're brand new to us, there's a couple of things I want you to do first. I want you to go onto highlightcrafts.com website, and I want you to open an account. We ask you for your date of birth, not because we're nosy, but because we want to send you something nice on your birthday. Please put that in. We've had a few people recently say, I haven't got my birthday gift. Did you put your date of birth in? No, that'll be why then, because we don't know unless you tell us. So please do that before you shop with us, because it will automatically and for free make you a member of Club Highlight. And then every single order that you place with us, you will get extra discount, 5 loyalty points back for every £1 that you spend, and you get that basket to over £35 after your discounts. That £2.95 postage that you would have paid goes back in your purse because we cover that for you, which is great. So it's all the benefits of a club and none of the fees. There's no renewal, no annual subscription, none of that. So make sure that you do that first before you shop with us. Now there's various platforms that you can shop and watch, and you can also watch us on YouTube. So if you prefer to put us on a big TV, you can do that. If you want to shop on either Facebook or Instagram, each product that we show you will have what we call a shop code. So if you look at your screen now, you've got your picture, your image of the product. You've then got your 2 bold words, so shop mega, and then underneath you've got a description. All you need to do is type shop mega into the comments underneath the video, and that will put that product into a basket for you. I mean, it really couldn't be easier, and you don't need to miss any of the demonstrations because you don't need to go away to shop. It's fabulous. Then you'll get a direct message. In there you'll find a link. Follow that link to highlightcrafts.com, log into your account and check out your baskets. Okay, simple as that. Now you can also shop directly on our website if you prefer to do that, so you can watch us and shop on there. Just press play, and as soon as that show goes live, all the products will come down the right hand side of your screen. You then just select the ones you want to buy. They go into a little purple shopping bag that will appear at the top of your screen, and when you're ready to log in and check out, click on that bag and that will take you through that process. Easy peasy, right? Right, let's get stuck in. Right, Amber, first one.
Mega.
Already busy on this. Shop Mega, $14.99 down from $83.93. Right, we put $83.93 in your calculator and take off $14.99. £68.94. Right, write that number down for me, Amber. £68.94 you're saving. I know. Let's have a look at what you're getting. So first of all, funnily enough, you're going to get crepe paper. Now this isn't just any crepe paper. This is crepe paper that you use to make your flowers, your bows, your wrapping. This has a 180% stretch. So it's a really good quality. Don't go in somewhere like a pound shop and buy a roll of crepe and expect it to do what this does, because it won't do it. But what we discovered in the last hour is if you use your metal leaf and your stencil glue from Fleurs or your Mixion and you brush it onto the edges of your crepe before you stretch it, you will get this beautiful fluted metallic finish to your crepe paper. Right? Now, in this bundle, you're going to get 3 rolls of red, 3 rolls of cream, and 3 rolls of green. So you can add it to all of those. Think about your Christmas flowers. Think about that, right? Poppies for remembrance. We've got the poppy dies coming up as well for you. All day, every day, just your random flowers that you like to make. The fringing, funnily enough, got dies for you. Now then, these, I would pay $14.99 for these and think I got a really good deal. These are fabulous. They look like combs, don't they? They're not. They create like the centres of your flowers. So you roll them and it creates the centre of your flower, or it can be a blossom on its own. So if you did one with the very fine one, then you did another one, carried it on with the medium, and then carried it on again with the wider one, you can make a full floral head just from that one set of dies. These will also cut through your card and your paper, and if you've got a felt, a good quality wool felt, you can make your flowers out of that as well. So that's included. Then we've got this die which looks really funny, but we didn't do circles. Amanda asked for this one because she did loads of flowers with crepe, and she wraps this around a polystyrene ball that goes in the centre of your flower. A circle doesn't quite give you the right fit, if you like, the right coverage. A wonky oval does, so that's why we've done this set. So you get that included in there as well. Then you're also going to get your all day, everyday flowers and leaves. Now what you'll notice on the packaging, you've got these lines. Some of them are straight, some of them are on a diagonal. When you unfold your crepe paper, this is the way that you put the die on, so that the die goes on so the grain is on a diagonal, or it's straight up and down. So on every packet they're about to show you, it will show you which way you need to do it. Okay, so you're going to get all of those dies in all of those different sizes. Now crepe paper is very, well, I'm going to say it's almost impossible to cut well on the Scan and Cut. You can use the rotary tool. Wasn't for me. I tried every other blade that they do. So I tried the fabric blade, I tried the CM blade, I tried the regular blade, I tried the vinyl blade, I tried the rotary blade. It was okay, but because crepe doesn't have a flat surface area and it undulates a lot, it's very difficult to get it to stick down onto your mat. You have to have a really, really sticky mat, stickier than you would for plastic. It really does have to be tacky. And then the way that the rotary blade works is it cuts a bit, then it stops, then it goes to the next bit. For me, I wasn't impressed with it. Dies are much better for your crepe paper. Now, if you are a Scan and Cut user, you could get the whole bundle, cut them out, scan them in. So you've got your dies for your crepe, but you can also scan them in and resize them because there are designs. There you go. Right, so you get that one included in there as well, and then you get the poppy. Now you can see here, by putting the die over the grain on a diagonal, that's what your leaf looks like when it comes out. So it's got that perfect centre to that leaf, and then those striations come out on a diagonal. All right, so that's what you need to do with that. So you get all of that as well in all those different sizes, plus the leaves, etc., etc. $14.99 is going to get you all of that. That is bonkers value for money. Don't forget as well this. That for me is a game changer for crepe paper. That, absolutely stunning. Right, 20% of the bundle at the end of the counter. Do I need to go over there quickly? Right, so you're spending $14.99, you're saving $68.94. Right, Amber, I'm going to the Quirky Bird one. Right, how much is this?
$29.99.
Right, take that off the $68.94 for me. Then I've got a new number. I like a new number. You got it?
Sorry,
1/4.
Ah!
$38.95. So you could buy all of that.
Amber, yeah, are you sure that's right?
Come on, people. Right. $68.94. Take £20 off it. $48.94. Add a penny on.
It's $29.99.
$29.99, Katie.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but the...
No, we're not talking about that.
Oh, fair enough.
We're talking, right, let me
Never
get
mind.
this really clear.
I've already paid that.
You're saving, not so you're paying $14.99 for this bundle, and your saving is $68.94. With that saving, you can get this.
Okay.
Yeah?
I thought you were adding up all the savings to
No.
how much you could save on this whole
No. This should be £230.81. Right, Quirky Bird. She's here in the building. Right, we have got rice papers for you. Now, these are fabulous. If you want to put them in your resin, just thought about that. Quirky Bird resin. In your resin, also rice paper on your candles, all sorts of different things. So you're going to get a pack of your Confident Fairy rice papers, so 4 designs, 1 of each. You've also then got the Carefree rice papers with the Carefree Fairy, and you've got lots of florals in there as well. That'd be lovely in your resin. You're then also going to get the Loving Fairy as rice paper. You're then going to get the Fearless Fairy. Now, I hand coloured her. That's why the colour looks like that. I used alcohol markers and coloured her. Look at all the pleats in her skirt. Cool, isn't it? You're then going to get one of my favourites, which is the Enchanted rice paper. And then you're also going to get a pack of the Curious and Curiouser. So you're going to get 6 packs, so 24 sheets of rice paper. Wow, that's a lot. Then you're going to get these dies. So we've put a bundle of dies together. Now, these I'm thinking with book nooks. I know, I've just thought about it. So first of all, you're going to get your maypole. That's going to be lovely in one of them. So you can start to incorporate these in them. You're going to get your maypole, and you get that in 2 different sizes. And the artwork is still available for these. You're then going to get all your florals. So you get a Swift die there. So you print it off, put your die over the top, run it through, job done. Then you're also going to get your mushrooms, toadstools. This is another cool die, look at all of those. Then you're also going to get the Carefree Fairy herself. So you get her in there as well. You're then going to come on to your Knight in Shining Armour. Look at that, cool, right? And you get him in 2 different sizes. You're also then going to get the little dragon. Look at that, how cool is this? You're going to get him in different sizes too. And then you're also going to get the little unicorns on the clouds and all that lot. Physical product. Right, let's talk digital, shall we now? Because we're going to do that as well. $29.99 is also going to get you the Christmas collection as SVG files. So your little Christmas cottage, your Christmas foliage, your Christmas village, your nested mugs, your nested stockings, your nested mittens, and your sweet treats, which you can stuff into your mugs and your mittens and your stockings. And then you're also going to get all of the Minecraft Studio artwork that goes with it, so you can create your own designs. So all of these digi-stamps in there as well. Now we know now that we can put digi-stamps over the artwork and then it will scan in and cut out. You've got all of your reflections artwork. Yours, these are for dies. You'll get yours for your SVGs and your dies if the dies are applicable. So you've got all of these different colourways as well. You get some scenes in there, some quite naive scenes. I like these. If you've got Quirky Bird tins left, these are going to be fabulous in there. You've got all your backgrounds, your winter backgrounds with your wooden background on there in all those different colours. That's included. Right, you've also got the Loving Fairy collection as SVGs and MCS. Are they all SVGs? I don't know. I don't know what's on here. Right, so you're getting all of these SVGs for the Loving Fairy, the Fearless Fairy, cogs. Right now then, this morning we had those toner sheets where we embossed. These are all your embellishments for that. You've got the Enchanted collection, has the most beautiful stag in there. And then you've got gorgeous foliage, you've got oval fundamentals, you've got a beautiful owl and a whole plethora of different snowflakes. Remember, you can resize all of these. You've then got your Curious collection, so your Alice inspired collection in there. Nested keyholes, that's a great one to have. And nested arches. I'm not going to lie, I'll be buying them just for that. You've then got your fundamentals, which give you the exact sizes that you need for your Quirky Bird tins, if you've still got those, but nested. But now you've got them in hundreds of sizes, not just the ones that you see on here. Then you're also going to get the Carefree collection in there as well. These are all your SVG files, so they can be drawn, foiled, embossed, etc. Right, that's that bit. Then, oh yeah, there's more. I know, there's a lot, isn't there? Volume 2 gets you the Old Curiosity collection. This was our fastest selling Quirky Bird collection. You've got the bakery accessories. You've got Chloe, Clarissa and Cleo, our elegant ladies. You've got your bakery accessories. You've got your hat shop, some of the best trees ever. A lot of fun, Nature's Grandeur. You've got your nested bakery. You've got your nested curiosity shop, your nested hats for the hat shop. You've got your curiosity shop, time for books, so all your little book accessories. You've got your floral accessories and your sitting pretty. You're then going to get the Rain or Shine merchants, where you get all the little girls whose dresses are flowers. You get nested envelopes, nested jars. You get your rain or shine merchants. You get loads of florals. These are brilliant. Honestly, I pay $29.99 for this. You then get your small quirky flowers. You get your rain or shine merchants, and you get a load of tags and eyelets, and even the string that go with it. And then all of this artwork. Look at all this. All of this that you're going to get for $29.99. You'll still get your discount. You'll still get your points. The florals in these are lovely. They look like they've been coloured with crayons. They're great. Don't forget as well, you can print these onto printable shrink plastic. You could also use them with your Sospeso Trasparente. So you've got all of those, digi-stamps, etc. Whew, shop bundle, $29.99. 20% of that is now allocated and in people's baskets. Well done if you're getting that. Right, how much more have I got to spend? $38.95. Lovely. Right, let's have a look at these then. Is this a set of 3, Amber?
3, yeah.
These? Lovely. Right, daffodil. Perfect time of year for that. Look at that though. Look at your gilded daffodils. How cool are they going to look? So you get all the dies that you need to make your daffodils. I know that looks like a plant pot. You could actually use it as a plant pot. It's actually to make the trumpet of the flower. So you're going to get 15 dies, 17 die cuts in this one. You're then also going to get your classic tulip. Again, perfect for this time of year, bringing that colour that we haven't got outside, making it in our homes. And then you're also going to get your bluebells in here. So 20, 34, 44, 51 die cuts for $11.99. Right, take $11.99 off $38.95, Amber, for me, please. 26.96. Right, is this all one bundle next?
These all separates now.
All separates now. Right, I want you to deduct each one off that cost. All right, so first one, autumnal leaves. Now, I used this in a Halloween project that we did a couple of years ago. And I took a piece of our watercolour card, sprayed it with a load of spray inks, the mixed media ones from Cadence, let it dry naturally, and then used all these leaves and cut them out, and then just put them onto a project. And every single time you do it, it will be different. So £6.49 will get you that set. Again, I'll be buying these and scanning them into my scan and cut. So you've got them to work with your crepe paper, which is incredibly difficult, almost impossible to cut on your scan and cut. And then you've got the ability to be able to scan them in and have them in hundreds of different sizes. £6.49 will get you that. How much have I got left?
£20.47.
Lovely. Autumn asters. How much is that one? £6.49. How much have I got left now? $13.98, lovely. Then we've also got our Astrantia major. I know you said that. These individual petals, gerbras, daisies, all of that, all of those different ones that we make, chrysanthemums you could make with this. You've also got the lovely little ones for the centres in there as well. These would be really nice with your quilling. Have you seen the picture that was sent in?
I have.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's amazing. I want to see it in real life.
Oh, it's in the studio next door. It's gorgeous. But they'd be good with your quilling. Just saying that. Shop major, £6.49. How much have I got left?
£7.49.
Right, how much have I got left if I buy the Protea crown at £6.49? Please don't. You are, aren't you? You're going to do that on a calculator.
£1.
I've got £1 left. Amber.
My head hurts. Leave me alone.
Amber.
Yeah, to be fair, that was very stupid.
1/4. Right, £6.49 off £7.49. Hilarious. Love that. We've got £1 left over. How much is my hybrid tea rose?
£6.49.
Right, so for £5.49 more than you would have spent on that, you can get the whole counter. You're welcome. Corinne, over to you.
Thank you. Right.
I know there was a reason.
I don't know where to go from there.
Well,
I don't know where to go from there. Right. Absolutely fantastic. So, you all know I love my Fleurs flowers. Oh, my hot heat glue gun's gone off. I love my Fleurs flowers, and using the crepe paper has been a game changer. It's so malleable. It's absolutely gorgeous. And Mel was saying about the daffodils. Look at that. That's that little one that looked like a plant pot. You can bend things. You can shape your petals. As Mel said, what was it? 180% stretch on your
on your crepe
paper.
Yep.
That means you can round them. You can make so many different shapes. I love these.
I just need to interrupt you for 1 minute.
Okay.
We're being asked, can you use the SVG files on a silhouette? Now, we have a customer that says, yes, you can. It's just how you line it up with the artwork. So you'll know your silhouette machine much more than I do, because I've never used one. But as far as I know, one of our customers, we just message in the group, Diane will know the answer, and ask, and then we'll clarify that, because if you can, that's a great price, right? Right.
Okay.
Sorry, darling.
My glue gun's gone off and it won't come back on. Right. But
Do you need another glue gun?
I used one, recorded one, and oh my goodness me, it lost a whole thing of glue in the course. I know I do. But the point I wanted to make is each set of dies has a name, because we have to name them. So I've got classic tulip here. There was the flowers ones, the everyday flowers. Now we have to name them, but you can then create so much more. So I'm looking at this classic tulip. Excuse mine, it's on one of the pre-approval sheets. So I'm looking at this die here, and I'm going to make this up in a minute. But that's your tulip flower petal. That's a rose petal. It's a peony petal. It's whatever you want it to be. It's however you put them together. And that's what I love about Fleurs or any flower making, is the name on the die is just the start. You can go so much further. And yeah, absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to do a tulip, and I've already got some of the other ones ready, and we might see if we can do something a bit more like a rose, like this, or like this in a minute. But you can see how beautiful, all out of crepe paper. But look at this, you can bend, you can shape, and they look lovely with the inks, and Mel's shown you that they look absolutely stunning as well with the gilding as well. So yeah, I know, turned it off. It's just.
And it ran out of charge.
No, it shouldn't have run out of charge. It got hot and then it's turned itself off. Okay, so I'm going to show you. So Mel has already explained to you one thing. So when you get your dies, it'll show you which way you need to put them on. So can you see the grain is running up and down on here? So what I'm going to do is I can cut multiple layers. I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to pop. Oh, thank you, Mel. I'm going to put my die. Now it doesn't matter which way up it goes. So if I was doing one flower, I might use the point as the top. If I'm doing another flower, I might use the deckled edge as the top. It's entirely up to you. So yeah, I'm just going to put a little piece of tape on there, and then I can put this onto here. Thank you. And then run that through. Now, if you've got a small die cutting machine, you know, one of the little manuals, baby blue and all that, they are going to be brilliant for your flower making because they're so quick, and they'll cut the crepe paper brilliantly, which I absolutely love. So look at this. So this has gone 2 layers, and then I can just open it out like that. It hasn't flattened it. It hasn't taken all of the characteristics out. It's still absolutely perfect. So I've already cut some bits out because you didn't need to see me load them all up and do all of that. Let me put that there. Now, Mel mentioned about having polystyrene balls, but I'm mindful that not all of you have got polystyrene balls. So
we sell a box of 500 of them.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah, David dropped them all over the floor once.
I have heard. Yeah. So all I'm going to do is, this is what I cut my centres out of, and I'm just going to get some other bits. So there's no waste. So I'm going to get those, and I'm just going to sort of screw them up a little bit. Because I don't want a large centre here, I just want a small centre. And so Mel's just put me another glue gun on so I can do that. And I'm going to just glue that on there in just a minute. I'm just letting that glue gun warm up. And that's going to create a small centre. So your scraps are going to be used as well. So then I'm going to have my centres, and I've cut myself 2 of those. Now you could be doing this, some elements of this, with your wet glue. So it's like your pin flare. I could glue those 2 together with my pin flare and then let them start to dry. And sorry, Katie, I've got 2 of the sizes of the petals. So I'm just going to show you. So they come out flat, and then all you need to do is you can be quite robust. So it's going to go that way up. Oh, I've got 2 stuck there together because I've cut them out. There we are. So that's my decal edge, and I'm just going to stretch it. So can you see? I mean, when you compare that to that, so that's just a piece of crepe paper, isn't it? That's now a petal.
I just need to interrupt you, Corinne. 65%
wow, okay.
of the Quirky Bird, I'm not surprised at that price, is now allocated £29.99 before you discount for £230 worth of product. All your SVGs, dyes, rice papers, all coming in one nice big bundle. Shop bundle, $29.99.
It's absolutely amazing value, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely fantastic. Right, so this glue gun is warming up. So we've got that. So I can just start to, I'm going to do it with, I'm not going to go too big. I'm going to go 3 of the smaller petals and just shape those a little bit. And the great thing is you can still shape them quite a bit after they're on your project. I like this red, it's beautiful. I'm just shaping them like this just while my glue gun warms up. But look at that, it just...
So easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's much easier on your hands than Fleurs flower forming foam.
Yes.
And Fleurs was was easy to use, but this is an absolute dream and it's quicker.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing how quickly it does come together, isn't it?
Yeah.
So all I've got here, and I've got some of the leaves as well. And again, the leaves, I've gone up the grain and I'm just going to shape them. So that could be many plants. But as soon as I start to shape it, so I'm thinking of what my tulip looks like. And if you ever in doubt, just go into Google or whatever search engine you go, and in images, put the name of the flower. I very rarely make a named flower without calling the image up first, just to get the characteristics of it, you know, where do the leaves sit, where do the petals come from, that sort of thing. It's really, really useful. And the other thing you probably want to get yourself is some floristry tape, which is really good. It's that one where once you stretch it, it becomes quite tacky.
You'll find it on our website.
Perfect. Okay, so let's hope this is warmed up now. Oh yes, that's warmed up. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the end, just like that, and I'm going to pop it. Remember, this was just a little bit of waste, and we're just going to take it down like that. Now don't get too hung up about this, no one's going to see this. This is going to be... What is going on today, Mel?
I don't know what to do. Oh God,
I know, my handles.
I don't know, I want to find that one. I don't know where the rest are.
My handle's gone. Is it? It's not coming back on. Oh.
No.
Right, I'm going to see. Let's see how far we can go with wet glue. Let's see how far we can go.
Have you got a charger?
It's next to my desk.
It might fit that. I don't know.
That was hot until a few minutes ago. Right, so I've just put tiny... Now, the thing is, whether you're doing your fleurs with your hot glue, your wet glue, whatever, you don't want to be using too much glue at all. So, around that waist, I'm now just going to wrap the stamens. So, just put those on here. There we go, just wrap that round there. Thank you, Mel. Couldn't make it up, could you? Couldn't make it up.
That's why you always have to have a spare.
I know.
Apparently, like the royal family.
All right.
That's the name of the book, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. Right, I'm just putting the centre on with a little bit of wet glue.
Okay, 75% of the... Oh, hang on, Mike. I know I'm on it. I'm flipping heck. 75% of the bundle, the Quirky Bird bundle, is now allocated. 20% of the mega bundle, which gives you your floral fringe centres, your 9 rolls of crepe across 3 colours, your all day everyday flowers and leaves, your floral centres, and your poppies for $14.99.
Okay, while that warms up, I'm going to put a couple of on with some wet glue. So I've wrapped the centre round. Remember, that was just waste. And I'm going to put it point side down, and then I'm just going to pop that around and pinch, give it a little pinch. So you can see straight away it's forming that lovely shape. Then I'm going to get another one. Let's put it onto here. Tiniest little bit of glue. Whatever one you're making, really the glue needs to be minimal. And then we can put that one on. So I've tried to overlap it more on one side because I'm going to go with 3s onto there. Then I'm going to get my third one. Let's give it a little bit more shape. And that one. And that's going to go where's the gap? There we go. Just round there, just bring it round. And you can really control where these go with, because the crepe paper is so malleable. So we can see. And then I'm going to go in with the larger one. So again, I'm keeping that little fluted edge near the top. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on. And I'm going to bring it round. Oh, I don't like that there. Don't like that there. I want it to overlap so it goes there. That's better.
So what didn't you like about that, Colin, please?
The one was on top of the other, and they almost look like stacked, and I don't want them to look stacked. I want even cover. I want even, you know, distribution.
Yep.
Because they're not. So what I'm always doing is, can you see I've got a gap there between the first layer?
Yep.
So that's where I'm aiming for my second layer.
Okay.
Always stagger them. They look so much better if you stagger them. Whether you're making paper flowers, foam flowers, crepe paper flowers. So now I can see here, look, there's a gap here.
Yep.
And that's where I'm going to be aiming for my next one.
Lovely.
So always doing that. And then on like that. And then we can pop that like that. Now what I would probably do, if I'd done this with hot glue, I would let that set, and then I would give them a little bit more shape. I've done this with wet glue. So what I thought I'd do is I'd grab, they don't have much of a calyx, don't tulips, but I'm going to put one on because it's my flower and I want one on.
Fair
So
enough.
I can have it how I want. And I'm going to pop that through there. Is this started to warm up? Yep. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue around the base. And I'm going to pop that up. And then I'm just going to capture everything around there. There we are. Now, it's looking, you could do a lot more layers, but tulips don't have that many petals. And once that glue's dried, I'm going to give it a little bit of manipulation. So I'm going to get this little piece of floristry tape.
Okay, just to let you know, 80% now of the Quirky Bird bundle is allocated. If you want it, you're going to have to be quick now, guys. $29.99. Once Corinne's finished this demo, I will recap it for you, but if you want it, please put it into your baskets and check those baskets out, because 80% has now allocated.
To trigger the release of the stickiness, because that's not sticky at all. To trigger the sticky, all I'm doing is pull. It's very clever stuff, is floristry tape. I'm sure lots of you have used it before, but you can see I'm just giving it a little bit of a pull, and then it becomes nice and sticky. So I'm going to just go down. I might as well wind that down. So I'm just pulling it, and I can feel it being slightly sticky. And then once I get to the bottom here, I'm going to get one of my leaves. I'm going to pop a little bit of glue in here, just like that. And then I'm going to pop that onto there, and I'm just going to wrap it round. And again, I can shape it, I can give it, I could, look at this, look how easy. Tulip, the leaves do that, don't they? I mean,
good, isn't it, Crepe paper?
There was no pressure on that, it just came on. So what I would then do possibly is get another small piece of tape, and I'd just go round the base, just bind it on, and just go straight down to the bottom with that. And that goes on like that. I'm going to get my other leaf, and I'm going to pop a little bit of glue down there, and then I'm going to stagger that again, bringing it a bit lower this time, and wrap that round. And again, I can then start to shape that round. I don't like that, how that calyx is sitting, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue under there, and I'm just going to bring that up. Now that could be a rosebud. We can, once that's dry, because as you know I've had to just use a little bit of wet glue, what I would do is I would give that a little bit more shape, and look at that straight away. As soon as I start to bring it round, I can shape it even more to give it that tulip shape. But isn't that absolutely perfect? And I've got another one here. So I just need to give that one a little bit of shape, and you can start to build those up. Isn't
Fabulous.
that pretty? Isn't that pretty?
And they never die.
And they never die. There we go. I am loving these, and I am loving making my flowers. Oops, I've just pulled that off. I'm loving making my flowers with my crepe paper.
Fabulous.
It's brilliant.
Right, now we need to do a recap because this is selling out quickly. We've already lost, what did we lose, Amber? The tea rose.
Yes.
That's gone. So with the saving that you're making on this, you can now buy everything that's on the counter and have £1 left over. How about that? Right, let's go through this quickly. Now, just imagine those flowers that Corinne's just made are beautiful. Imagine them with that on the ends. So all we did with this was took some stencil glue from Pinflair on a flat brush, brushed it in, so from the outside edge in lightly, before we stretched the crepe, and then put that metal leaf on top. How beautiful is that? It's a gorgeous technique, and it's a really good way of using up all your scraps of your metal leaf that you've got left over. I think this is fantastic. All my flowers now are going to get gilding on them when I get home. Right, let's talk about this bundle, because this is the mega bundle. You're going to get your floral fringe centres. Just use those as flowers. They look absolutely beautiful out of felt. So if you've got metal shim with your die cutting machine, those out of felt rolled on a little bag or a hat look absolutely gorgeous. So you get that set. You're also going to get your all day every day. So these are your fantasy flowers, or whatever style you want to make them into. All the different sizes, plus the different sizes of leaves. I'm going to reiterate that crepe is very, very difficult to cut on a scan and cut. And trust me, I tried every blade, every option I could think of. The rotary blade does it, and it's okay, but it's an investment then to be able to cut crepe paper. You might as well get the dies and save yourself some money, because honestly you can then scan those in and have them any size that you want. So you've got your dies to work with your crepe, and then you've got all of those different shapes that you can then make your paper flowers out of, or your foam, because it'll cut Fleurs flower foam in foam. You get that one. You get the centres to cover those polystyrene balls if that's what you want to do, and you also get the leaves and the petals for your poppies. Okay, plus you're going to get 3 rolls of red, 3 rolls of green, 3 rolls of cream, all thrown in $14.99. Bonkers. Please don't miss out on that deal. That is superb. I would expect that die to be $19.99 by itself, all day every day. The saving on these is tremendous. Right, Shop Mega, quarter of the stock on that has gone. We had a big stock of that, and a quarter of it has already gone in this hour. Now we have this set. This is a lovely set to get, because you've got your daffodil, your classic tulip, and your bluebell. This is fantastic. Now if you go on to our YouTube channel, there are loads of classes that Amanda did, loads of demos that Amanda did using crepe paper. Okay, so you're not going to be left on your own. Go and check out our YouTube channel, search for those, and you will find the education on those for you. Shop Classic, $11.99 is going to get you all 3 sets of that, and all flowers that we're going to start seeing poking through. Fingers crossed. Shop Classic will get you those 3. 45% of that allocated. Good shout. Autumnal leaves, just leaves, right? Don't know why we need to put a name on them, just leaves. You've got all of your fabulous, fabulous leaves in here. Cut them out of green, they're nothing to do with autumn. Cut them out of browns and russets, they absolutely are. Then you've got your autumn aster. This is going to be fabulous with your quilling tool, because it will roll that for you. I love the fact that you get the stamens that are in the middle. I love the fact you get the picture of it on the front. That's cool. And then you start with your smaller ones and work your way out to your larger ones. Shows you which way the grain, they lie on the grain as well on each one of the packets. So you get that one as well. You then get your Astrantia major, which makes a beautiful flower. It could also be used for a chrysanthemum, it can be used for a daisy, a gerbera, any flower that has that shape of petal you've got, which is fantastic, plus the little centres. Then you're also going to get your fringing centre and your Patea crown. This is a beautiful, beautiful flower. Again, you will find technique demos for you on our YouTube channel. Shop These are all individuals. Sorry, my bad. Right, so autumnal leaves. The code for that is shop autumn, £6.49. You want your aster. That one is shop aster, £6.49. Your astrantia major, £6.49. There's a theme here. Guess how much that is? £6.49. Boom. Right, now then, how are we doing on the quirky bundle, please, Amber?
All allocated now, but 10 left to check out.
All allocated, 10 left to check out. Please start checking out your baskets, okay? So you're going to get all of the SVG files, all of the rice papers, 7 sets of dies for £29.99. You've got a £200 saving on that bundle. However, the saving that you've got on this one will buy everything else on the counter. I know. Great, right? And you'll still have £1 left over. Right, Corinne, are you ready for another one?
I think we are. I've just been
Lovely.
doing some cutting so that you didn't have to watch too much. What was that one called? Sorry, I've got it on the sheet.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. That one was calling to me. It was really calling to me. I'm loving that. So I'm going to do the same as I did before. I'm going to create myself a little ball for the centre because we can. Let's do that. I've got some floristry wire here. There we go. Don't need all of that. I do have wire cutters somewhere. So let's make myself a nice little centre, and then we can put that, just doing it so that we can bring that down, and then I'm going to get a ball of glue. Come on. How many glue guns?
You cannot go through 3 in a show, Corinne. We'll start charging you after that.
It wouldn't be funny, would it?
It would not, because I can't find any more glue ones.
I know.
I know, getting cathedrals charging.
So I'm just putting some glue in there. I'm going to make a gorgeous rose, but it's hot. I'm going to actually go beyond. Sorry, that's not hot. That's just a bit of glue on me. I'm going to use not just those. I'm going to start with some of the. I thought I've cut these, so why not use these? I've got some petals here. So let's do that. Right, so the first one I want to do, let's just put a couple of these on. This glue gun runs. Oh, I want it that way round. So I'm going to put that on there. And then we're going to put that on first. So we're just building up those petals. Just going around that centre. So where are we? What similar size? I think those were that size. Thank you, Katie.
Now, coming up next, we've got brand new micro studio for
We
you.
have. It's very
That's
exciting. Yeah.
And I'll be using that as well in the 1 o'clock hour for colouring creations. We've got acrylic markers on, we've got the markers back in stock, we've got new pencil crayons. It's a little bit exciting today. And don't forget, any order that you placed from midnight last night to midnight on Saturday, you will get everything as normal. So it won't, nothing will change for you guys, except we will then add up all the totals of all your orders. And if you get to over £50, you'll get another 500 points added to your account from the 16th of February onwards. If you spend over £100, you get 1,500 points. If you spend over £200, you get 3,000 points. And if you spend over £300, you get 5,000 points, which is equivalent to getting another £50 off. And then when you get in the end of February and there's more month than money left, you can treat yourself. How cool is that? And you don't need to do anything, just shop and we'll do the rest.
Brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. It's going to be a great day today.
It is.
So just shaping. So these are tulips officially. This is what I was saying right at the beginning when Mel went looking for me for a glue gun. Just because it's got a name on the die packet, it's because we have to give them a name. They are whatever you want them to be. So you can see I'm just overlapping, always overlapping. Remember your own advice, Corinne. Less is more on the glue. There we go. And then folding it back. crepe paper is just fantastic for
Isn't it?
making these flowers. And then we can come down a little bit of glue, and then I'm just, where have I got a gap, I'm coming around here, just bringing them round. So you can see straight away it's building it up quite fast. So just roll that, bring that round, and again, once it's on, as with any of my Fleurs flowers that I've done in the past, we do a lot of the shape, well, I personally do a lot of the shaping after it's stuck together. Get it stuck together first, and then, you know, shape them together. And then, and it really is, I can't get over how gentle it is on your hands.
It is so gentle on your hands.
Because I've done Fleurs in the past with foam, which I love. I'm never going to not say I don't, but you do sort of get an ache on your hands,
you
don't
do.
you?
Especially when Stephanie decides she wants letters that spell home. Big letters were going to get Mel. I was like, right, how are you with Fleurs foam? I said, I've never tried it. Right, I need you to go home and do these big letters for on set. We're not having any other samples, we're just going to have those.
Oh, I remember
I'm
that.
thinking like a foot? No, 3 foot tall.
I remember that.
Honestly, I had to stand on a stool to take a picture of it. They were that big, right the way across my living room floor. Home, and then we did another one. I can't remember what the other one was. Was it Love?
It must have been Love.
I think it was
So,
Love.
honestly, the amount of flowers. Mick walked into my craft room because I was doing them at home, and he went, blinking heck, you opened a flower at florist. They were everywhere, but they looked amazing. Still got photographs of them on my phone. 3 foot tall letters.
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been Fleurs.
Well, it could have been. Somebody else would have been helping me if it was. That took a lot of work, but I loved every minute of it. It was great.
So just giving them a little bit of a shape, and I can keep going. So straight away I can see where my gaps are, where I need to add a little bit more. I don't know how far we're going to get with this. So now I'm actually onto the official everyday flower one. And again, just roll those, give them a little bit of a shape. Just rolling it around my hand to give it a little bit more natural shape. And then again, I'm going to get a little bit of glue at the bottom. And then I'm just going to start infilling some of those gaps. And every time, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, I'm always looking for where the gaps are. Oh, and can I just say, these dies have easily cut, and I mean easily, you could do a lot more, 6 layers of crepe paper. I mean, I was just doing that because that's what I had. Oops, I got a petal stuck. Where have I gone last? That was that one. So let's go there. You know, it's not that you're going to be cutting forever and ever, because you can just keep.
Oh, it's fast.
It's fast. It's really fast.
Also, if you're a fabric crafter, these would be great too.
Yes.
Because you could use the individual petals as applique.
Oh, how
Put them onto
pretty.
quilts and things like that,
going that way.
jackets, all that kind of thing. Because you've got the shape of the petal. How you construct it then is entirely up to you. 30% of Shop Mega is now allocated and in people's baskets. How many have still got Quirky Bird in the baskets, Amber, please?
And
9 still to check out. Please remember to check out your baskets. It's not yours until you go through checkout. That is a mega deal. We've never done that before. That's phenomenal.
And at £30, you
Before your discount.
Yeah, 3/5 of the way to your first £50 spend.
Absolutely.
got 1 minute left.
Okay, I'll just put this one on, and then you can see where we're going with this. So now what I would be doing is creating, maybe bringing a couple more in a little bit, a couple out, and just, right, we've run out of time, but whoops, there we go, that one's going to go there. But how pretty. Can you see that? Does it?
Fabulous.
Can you see
A little
that, or
bit
is
of
it
shake
just
and gilt on that, or your metal leaf on that.
Yes.
Oh,
You,
flipping heck.
especially with you curling it,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
almost showing you where to put it, isn't
Yep,
it?
absolutely. Right,
Perfect.
I'm going next. No, I'm not going next
You're
door.
no.
Corinne and David are doing the next hour. I'm going to go and eat some chicken thighs because I can, because I'm starving. I know, random, Katie, but it's all I can put my hands on at the moment. Just thought I'd share that with you. And I will be back at 1 o'clock. Colour Creations, do not miss that show. We've got some beautiful Royal and Langnickel products, new and back in stock. I'll see you in an hour. Stay tuned, David and Corinne, through that wall.